SMART goals are really important. When we're setting goals, to have a clear intention, and for it to have all these parts, it's more likely or more realistic that we will achieve the goal. Okay. So there's a little picture about what SMART goal is. Some of the letters SMART actually stand for multiple words. So I'll talk about that today. If I can flip to the next. Yeah, there we go. So specific is the S, M is measurable, A is attainable, R is relevant, and T is timely. This is the way I do them, but some people think of T as tangible. And I've also heard people say the R can be realistic. I like specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, timely, because it covers all parts of the goal. So if you're looking at it like, oh, how do I make a goal specific? We're going to talk about that. So a specific goal is important. It has a greater chance of being accomplished than a general goal. So instead of saying to someone, hey, I want to get in shape this year, 2021, going to get buff. Yeah, that's not really that specific. So being specific with what your goal is, what gym do you want to go to, or joining a health club and working out a certain number of times a week or a month, that's specific. So we want details. Where you're going to work out, how many times you're going to do it. Are you trying to gain weight? Okay, how many pounds are you trying to gain? Trying to put on some muscle? Okay, well, maybe I want to lower my BMI. Okay, what do I want to lower it to? That's specific. So it always skips over that, not sure why, but it's the who, what, where, when, which, why kind of stuff. So who is involved? Are you working out with a certain person? Are you losing a certain amount of pounds, or are you trying to get stronger? Are you going to work out at Planet Fitness or a different gym? The when, establishing a time frame, I beg to differ. I think that goes later, so you can ignore that for now. Are there any requirements or constraints? And then the why actually comes up later as well. So as long as your goal says like where you're going to work out, or like what your goal is while you're at the gym, or if you're doing like, I want to get my diploma. Okay, like where are you going to school to get your diploma? Excel Center. What kind of diploma are you getting? Core 40 diploma. Those are specific goals. But the measurable part, this is where your quantity would go in typically. So if you're working out at Planet Fitness 3 times a week, that is a specific goal. The measurable piece, 3 times a week, can be measured. How are you going to measure it? Well, I'm going to keep track of my workouts in an app on my phone. Or I'm going to keep track of my workouts by signing in at the gym, and at the end of the week, I take a picture. If your gym has some sort of sign-in, some gyms have incentives. If you're going for your Core 40 diploma, how will you know that you achieved it? The Core 40 diploma part is specific, but it's also measurable because I have earned 40 credits that are required by the state of Indiana. So I'm going to show you some examples here in a minute after we do the overview. But why do we want it to be measurable? Essentially, if you have a date that you want to achieve something by, you can work backwards and say, I want to do it this many times a week. I want to lose this many pounds. It helps you keep track of your progress to see if it's actually attainable. It also helps to keep you motivated because you can see along the way, cool, I earned so many credits this term. That's going to go towards my 40 credits. So measurable is helpful. So you're looking for how much, how many, how will I know it's accomplished? Like what kind of diploma did I get? How many pounds did I gain or lose? Maybe if you're a person that's trying to eat 3 healthy meals a day, you keep a food journal or diary. Did I eat the 3 meals a day? That's measurable. The examples, it's a little easier to see, so I'll show you those in a second. Attainable is your action steps. So like, what are you going to do to get there? So if you're saying, I want to graduate high school with my Core 40 high school diploma by studying for all my exams, going to office hours when I have questions, asking for help in class, that would be attainable. So attainable is, how am I getting there? What's my step-by-step plan? If you're trying to lose or gain weight, I'm going to get a gym membership. I'm going to keep track in my calendar on my phone when I'm going to go. I'm going to make sure I have workout clothes and a water bottle, talking about your step-by-step. So be prepared, right? You don't just, thinking about my dentist appointment, you don't just show up at the dentist office. Usually you make sure they're in your insurance, you call the dentist, you make the appointment, then you show up. So attainable is like, what are you going to do to get there to your dream goal? It also is helpful because if my goal is to lose weight, but I can't afford a gym membership, I might need to reframe my goal for something I can do at home that's physical fitness related. So attainable helps us to recognize, do I have the ability, the skills, the financial capability to do this goal? This has a lot of words, but essentially what it's saying is if it's an attainable goal, you're more likely to achieve it. If we set goals that are not attainable again and again and again, sometimes we stop setting goals completely and give up because we're like, oh, I keep not getting this goal. But if we break a goal down into smaller parts and make sure that we can do the task, we do have the financial capability, then it can be an attainable goal. So attainable is action. They both start with A. The last one, okay, there's two more. Relevant. Some people say realistic. The relevant is probably going to be the easiest part for you guys, because the relevant is, why is it important to you? Why do you want the high school diploma? Why do you want to lower your BMI or increase your BMI? Why do you want to drink more water? I need to work on that one. That kind of thing. So it's the why. If a goal is important to you, you are more likely to achieve it. If you're just setting goals purely to set goals to please, just to complete the assignment or to appease me, or somebody else in your life wants you to lose weight, which is very wrong if someone says that to you. But if you're setting a goal based on what someone else wants, it's not really relevant. It's got to be something that you want. That's very important. We kind of talked about this, but do I truly believe that it can be accomplished? This goes along with the attainable part. Have I accomplished anything similar in my past? And can I identify conditions that'll help me accomplish this goal? Last but not least, there's a slide that says tangible, but I'm only going to talk about the timely because T is timely for the purpose of this PowerPoint. So every goal should be rooted in some sort of timestamp. You should have some sort of timestamp that you're going to evaluate. Hey, did I get to my goal, or do I need to give myself a little bit longer? For a lot of folks, it can be scary to set a timestamp or a timeline, but it's really good, because if you don't have a time frame, there's no sense of urgency to achieve the goal, right? And we can't better ourselves. So giving yourself a timeline is helpful. And we are going to skip the tangible part. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to work on setting an intention for the class. That's what the intention worksheet is. And then in the TPT activity, you're going to practice setting SMART goals. So this SMART goal example slide, I think everybody should have a copy of this, but we're going to practice, and I'm going to keep a couple of these on the video so people know. We're going to practice highlighting the parts of the goal that are specific. So like the who, what, where, and I made this little thing to help you guys. I think it's kind of helpful. The measurable is the number, the measurement, or how I'll know that I accomplished. And the attainable is the action steps. The relevant is the why. And the timeline is the when. So if you've ever heard an English teacher say who, what, where, when, why, the who, what, and where are specific. the when is the timely, and the why is the relevant. So that kind of covers it. The A is action and the measurable is numbers. So I have a bunch of goals here and we're going to go through a couple of them together and then we'll let you kind of work. But these are very helpful. So I want to complete a paper in Miss Sarah's class on global warming. That's pretty specific. It's got a paper, the topic, and it's got the teacher. It's a 5-paragraph essay. So that is the number or the quantity. So that's the measurable part. So that's why it's highlighted green. Do you guys know why I highlighted October 10th in yellow? It's the time. Good. It's the deadline. And then because I want to learn more about global warming and its impact. Why do you guys think I highlighted that one in pink? Relevant. Yeah. Relevant. So why is it relevant to me? So if I set that goal and I just say, because I just want to get it done for Miss Sarah, or I just want to get it done for her class. Well, that's kind of relevant. But if I can make the assignment purposeful and understand how it's going to help me and where I want to go in life, I'm more likely to do the paper. And I'm not very good at papers usually. But I can transform my negative thought. I can be good at a paper if I'm passionate about it. So, and this goal is attainable because I write 1 paragraph a night for a week. So that would be my action step. So there's a couple ways you can write SMART goals. For this assignment, you're just going in and highlighting the pre-existing goal. If you like writing SMART goals like in a paragraph form like that, you can do them like that. I've seen other students write it out like part by part, like SMART in a SMART form. I've seen that as well. So that would just look something like, hopefully it doesn't highlight. Let me see if I can take that out of there. There we go. So if you want to write it out like this, it doesn't even have to be a full sentence. So I'm going to show you how you can do it a different way if it's easier for you. Not a 65-paragraph essay, that would be a long paper. And then how is it attainable? 1 paragraph a night for a week. And then the R is I want to learn more about global warming. And then the T would be October 10th. Zoom out so you can see that. So if you're working on a computer and you don't know how to highlight, and it's easier for you to just like that, just do it like that. But yeah, when you're writing your own SMART goals today, I believe the Teacher by Teacher activity has you write your own goal. You can write it either in that lovely paragraph form, or you can write it in this SMART form. So please feel free, if you're watching this video outside of class, to let me know what questions you have on SMART goals. I'm here to help.